Hi y'all, this is Jades and I'm checking in with you the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Hopefully everyone made it through with flying colors and everyone enjoyed their family and their friends and had a good time. So my week, great. It's not totally over. I'm actually making this video a little bit early because I don't want to not have time later in the week to make it for y'all. So the beginning of my week has been very good. Plan is going really well. I did eat a little bit too much one night, and I've really been good about not eating more than I needed, and so it kind of gave me a stomach ache. So that's interesting because it wasn't physical hunger. I thought it was physical hunger, you know, and it wasn't. And so it's just kind of interesting to think about when you're hungry, but you're not really hungry, you know, boredom. I don't know about y'all, but I noticed that if there's something I should be doing that I'm putting off or procrastinating, that is one of the biggest times when I eat when I don't need it. If you really look, when do you mentally eat? When, you know, it's not physical hunger. When do you eat? Is it when you're bored or sad or happy? You know, there's several times for me, but definitely one of the biggest, maybe the biggest time is for sure procrastination. Which is good to know because I've gotten to where I can kind of like use it as a tool now when I see myself, you know, hanging out in the kitchen looking in the fridge and I'm like, oh, what am I putting off that I should be doing? So, weigh-in was great. I'm 173, so I believe that's a 1.5 pound loss since that last week. So it's going in the right direction. We'll just keep checking, keep checking. I'm doing weights 3 days a week, yoga 3 times a week, interval training 3 times a week, and I have my big 5-mile run this week, so that should be very exciting. Cookbooks. What a cool topic. I don't have my favorite cookbook with me. It's actually in a different house, but I will put the link on the side. It's called Eating in the Raw. I think that's the title, or Eat Raw for 2 or More People, and it's by Jennifer Cornbleet. It's a really great book because more fruits and vegetables, that's not going to hurt anyone, right? Especially the vegetables. And it is a raw food book because there's been a period of my life when I was eating exclusively raw, and now I try to incorporate as many, definitely raw vegetables and fruits and unprocessed foods into my diet, so I still use that definitely as part of my eating plan. And it just has great recipes. My favorite recipe is, as y'all know, I am allergic to gluten and also casein. So that basically means I have no, wheat, spelt, oats, the list goes on and on. I'm not going to even list it. But basically stay away from all wheat, spelt, oats, barley, all that stuff, and also milk products. So cheese, whey, milk, etc., etc. Well, I love chocolate, and I really like, I don't like cake, but I like cheesecakes, and I like that consistency. And there's a recipe, and you actually use avocados as the filling, and you mix it with unsweetened cocoa, no dairy, no dairy added, just cocoa. You can get it like the time that you would actually use to make hot chocolate if you want it to already be sweetened, or you can just get like baker's cocoa, and it's kind of almost bitter, but it's chocolate. Even raw cacao, so something that's completely raw, the raw form of chocolate that's simply the beans that have been ground up really fine, and it gives you this really light powder it is bitter. It's not what you would, when you think chocolate, you're probably thinking commercialized processed chocolate, and this isn't that. But what you do is you take avocados and you blend them in a food processor, and you add the chocolate and agave or stevia, or dates. I believe I actually soaked some dates and some dehydrated dates. I soaked them and then I blended them up and use that for sweetness because then it's just the fruit sugar, which I like. And I know it sounds crazy. You wouldn't think avocados. You're thinking, but does it come out like weird? I have given this pudding to people who never knew what it was made of and absolutely loved it. It is delicious chocolate pudding. It's an incredible recipe. Very easy. It is higher in calories and higher in points if you're doing Weight Watchers because of the avocado. But, a fourth of an avocado I think is 2 points. So you can kind of figure out how many avocados you do and then what portion you have. And it is a dessert that you don't feel bad after you eat it. It's assimilated by your body. It's a great treat. For me, it really handles the chocolate, desire that I get every once in a while. And it's just really delicious. I mean, it's really, really, really good. I know it sounds a little crazy, but I promise y'all, it is really good. Some of the best chocolate pudding ever. And once again, I've given it to more than one person who never knew. Not a health, conscious person, not a person who was trying to do a vegan chocolate or, not wanting to eat gluten or whatever. I mean, they just had no idea. That's what I made for dessert, and they just were like, wow, what is this? So, a really good book. It just has some really basic recipes. There's some soup recipes in there, which are awesome. Some pate recipes that are really good. It's really simple. The pictures are really great. So, I don't know if y'all are aware, but a great place to find cookbooks is used bookstores. And I know that here in Austin, we have some great used bookstores. You can find all sorts of books. And if you're like me, I love to read nutrition books. And I just love to read, period. So I can go in, and for a fraction of the price that you would spend even on Amazon, you can get books in great condition. And I just go to the health section or the art section or the cookbook section and have an absolute heyday. So it's a really great resource. And when you're done, if you don't love it, you can always just sell it back to the store. So it's really a win-win situation for everyone. Okay, so I hope you all get a chance to try that recipe. Let me know what you think. Hope everyone's having a really, really good week. Back to ready to get back into the swing of things after Turkey Day. And hopefully it was just a day. It's not turning out to be a week or multiple weeks or multiple days for y'all. And here we go. We're 6 weeks from Christmas, so let's hit it strong and make some goals that we wanted to attain before the New Year's upon us. Okay, guys. Besos.